You know, just a quick introduction. Name's Daniel. I own a juice company. I've been a vapor now for a little over 3 years. I've really been sitting back trying to educate myself, paying attention to everything going on with the FDA, trying to make sense of everything. I'm not a lawyer. I can't make sense of this stuff. I've done all the Googling I can Google. I've done all the talking I can talk. I've done all the posting I can post. There's a few things that are under my skin just really tearing me up. The FDA is trying to say that smoking cessation is not what vaping's all about. They're trying to say that after August 8th, we can no longer say vaping is a healthier alternative to smoking. But yet, the FDA approves of a lot of stuff that is just extremely dangerous. If people by now don't realize the government is so corrupt that they'd rather treat a problem rather than cure a problem, if you can't realize that as a person, you need to really wake up. It's horrible. With all these scandals going on, deleted emails, this and that, FBI is more worried about how the leak was caused than what the leak actually showed. The political race going on right now for president is a joke. I don't care about that. You got one idiot versus another idiot, and both of them have idiot running mates. Neither one's a good choice for the country. Honestly, there really is no good choice for right now. But the FDA is my main concern at the moment. You've got the FDA that is approving drugs. Because let's not even call it medicine anymore. Now it's just straight up drugs. I've got 2 young sons. One of them's on risperidol. Risperidol is going through right now causing defects in males to make them grow breast. Actual lactating breast. But yet that's an FDA approved drug. You got Oxycontin. Let me read you the side effects of Oxycontin. Do not use if you have asthma, breathing problems, stomach, intestinal blockage, can slow or stop breathing, seizures, confusion, drowsiness, infertility, missed periods, impotence, sexual problems, loss of interest in sex. That's just some of them. But yet that's approved all the way down to 11 years old. You've got FDA right now is saying that anyone who takes and adjusts a coil, anyone who adds nicotine to juice, anything like that, is a tobacco manufacturer. Trying to say that vaping's not safe. From the Yewneek website, which Yewneek is a brand name of nicotine replacement gum. Is Yewneek just trading one kind of nicotine for another? Direct quote. I will put the link in the description. Sources you could trust, like the FDA, agreed research and use have shown that nicotine replacement therapy products sold over the counter do not appear to have significant potential for abuse or dependence. Because Yewneek does not contain the tar or carbon monoxide of cigarette smoke, it does not have the same health dangers as tobacco. No tar, no carbon monoxide, no combustion, no smoke. There is nicotine in Yewneek, but less than you'll find in a cigarette. Whole lot less.
I like turtles.
The nicotine is what helps lessen the physical desire to smoke. Consider this. If you want to lose weight, would starving yourself be the best way to go? Probably not. Yewneek gum is meant to help you gradually do away with nicotine altogether. So all those small victories add up to be one big one. Quitting cigarettes. Kind of sounds like exactly what we do with vaping. Word for word. Our main argument for years has been there's no tar, there's no carbon monoxide. That is a direct quote on Yewneek.com, frequently asked questions. And again, like I said, I'll put the link down in the description so you can look at it for yourself. It's what the FDA has said about an FDA-approved smoking cessation device. Being it does not contain carbon monoxide or tar. it's not tobacco. But yet, they want to label us as tobacco products, tobacco manufacturers, tobacco retailers, because there's nicotine in the juice. I can show you this juice, and unless you take it to a lab, you can't tell me if it's got 1, 2, 5, 20, 40, or 0. They had one of the major companies, I forget which one, ask the FDA, well, what happens if we use a synthetic or a plant-based nicotine that is not tobacco? Their answer was 4 paragraphs long and basically talked itself into 7 circles down the spiral of a toilet bowl. It was pointless. They might as well just said, what is 1 plus 1? Purple. That was about how intelligent their answer was. The FDA approves nicotine gum. Side effects. Let's look at that. Nausea, nightmares, addiction, various other health problems, can cause shortness of breath, can cause heart palpitations, indigestion, dizziness. We all know this from just a little bit too much nicotine in our juice. Basically what they're describing is nicotine poisoning. Okay, nicotine patch, overdose, side effects. Some allergic reactions, rash, hives, itching, difficulty breathing, tightness in the chest, swelling of the mouth, face, lips, or tongue, blurred vision, fast or irregular heartbeat, nausea, severe or persistent dizziness or headache, swelling or persistent, more than 4 days, redness at the application site, vomiting and weakness. Okay? That right there is straight from drugs.com/CDI/nicotine patch. Now, one of my absolute favorites. This is the one that the FDA brags works the best. I'm pretty sure we've all seen the commercials. Or we all know at least one person who's tried. Chantix. Now again, I'm not mad at Chantix, but I want you to realize what the FDA has proven. Let's see. All right. Less common side effects, difficulty or labored breathing, hyperventilation, tightness in the chest, incidents not known. I can tell you this because Chantix was the first thing I tried. Anger, anxiety, behavioral changes, discouragement, feeling sad or empty, feelings of panic, irregular heartbeats, irritability, loss of interest or pleasure, mood swings, restlessness, seeing, hearing, or feeling things that are not there, thoughts of killing oneself. More common, abnormal dreams, bloated or full feeling, change in taste, difficulty in having a bowel movement, dry mouth, excess air or gas in the stomach or intestines, neural feeling of discomfort or illness, headache, lack or loss of strength, loss of taste, nausea, passing gas, stomach pain, trouble sleeping, unusual tiredness, acid or sour stomach, belching, body aches or pain, chills, cough, decreased appetite, dizziness, ear congestion, fever, heartburn, increased appetite, indigestion, itching skin or rash, loss of appetite, loss of voice, nightmare, sleepiness or unusual drowsiness, sneezing or sore throat, stomach discomfort or upset, stuffy or runny nose, trouble concentrating, unusual drowsiness, dullness or feeling of sluggishness, vomiting. Every single side effect has a 10% or more occurrence. And that's just immediate side effects. The FDA is saying that they don't understand what's in electronic cigarettes, what's in vaporizer juice, however they want to, whatever wordage they want to use. I'll tell you what's in it. I know exactly what's in it because I make my own juice. I own my own company doing it. There's vegetable glycerin. Same stuff we put in fog machines. You want to find out long-term health effects of vegetable glycerin? Talk to any stage performer. Talk to any rock and roll artist, anybody who puts on concerts, magic shows, anything like that that creates a fog. Anyone who works a haunted house, they've all been exposed to vegetable glycerin fog. Propylene glycol. Propylene glycol is a antibacterial, antimicrobial. When it's aerosolized, it actually kills germs. They're both desiccants. They both dry out everything. Yes, some of the side effects of vaping. Yes, you will be thirsty. Yes, you will have dry mouth. Yes, you will have a hard time keeping your vehicle windshield clean. Other than that, I'll tell you my personal experience. Not something I've heard from someone else, whatever. My personal experience. This is not going to be everybody's experience, though. 3 years ago, I went to work offshore in the oil field. Had to perform a pulmonary function test, where basically you do a breathalyzer, but you're basically seeing just how much breath you can actually hold in your lungs. At 32 years old, I was operating at 60% lung function. I decided it's time to cut back my smoking. Started cutting back. Little vape shop opened up here in town. Hey, I ain't really heard much about it, but I tried the blues. I tried all the other little cigalikes. So I went in, see what they were about. Actually made good friends with the owner, made good friends with the guy who was running the shop. Got my first vaporizer. iTase variable volt 3.0 15 watt with an iClear 16B. It was garbage, but it was wonderful at the time. Take a little needle tip, precision tip bottle, squirt me 1.6 milliliters of 20 Nick juice in there, crank it up about 9 watts, rock and roll. I'd drive for 4 hours, I'd burn that tank up. I'd get to work, I'd fill it up again, and my smoking went from 2 packs a day to half a pack a day almost instantly. Took me a little while to find a flavor I liked. Took me a little while to work my nicotine down. As the devices got better, of course, nicotine went down, you know. First time I got a dripper, I got an atomic clone on top of a Vision blade. And not thinking about it, put a little simple build in it, a little 26 gauge 5 wrap. I dripped 20 Nick the first time I ever dripped. I know what nicotine overdose is. That was painful. That was extremely painful. I was nauseous. I was dizzy. Pretty much the same side effects as the gum and the patch and stuff like that. Alright. Got myself some 10 Nick juice. Worked myself down. Yearly physical came around. Mind you, still smoking half a pack a day, but vaping also. Lung function at 32 years old was 60%. Lung function at 33 years old was 85%. Now, I have 117% lung function of a 35-year-old male. I have better lungs than I'm supposed to have. Bad thing is, I still smoke. I still smoke probably 3, 4, 5 cigarettes to a half a pack a day. I'll admit that. I still smoke. But if vaping can do that for me, imagine what it's doing for all the others, which I can't testify for, but imagine what it's doing for all the others who quit smoking after 2, 3 days, a month, 6 months. The FDA is trying to shut us down, not because of what we're doing being unsafe, not because of what we're doing is untested. Every single chemical that we use in the vape industry, from the batteries to the wire, it's all been tested over and over and over and over and over. Maybe not laboratory tests, but I'll tell you what. I grabbed some 316 stainless. I wrap me some coils. I hit it. I get sick. First thing I do, hey Yosh, look, this is the first time I've ever used this wire. Have you ever used this wire? No, I haven't. All right. Hey, how about you? Have you used this juice? Have you used this cotton wire combination? Oh yeah, I used that. But I didn't use that wire. I used this wire instead. Okay, well I'm using it with this wire. I'm getting sick. We talk. We communicate. We test amongst ourselves. Regulations. Okay, we self-regulated this industry before anyone even got involved. Oh, you're under 18? Guess what? You ain't getting shit. That wasn't big government, big brother that said that. That was us as an industry. We stepped up. Us as an industry, we decided, hey, it may not be a regulation, but hey, we really need to start using child-resistant caps. So, what did we do? Every single juice manufacturer out there, within a year, slowly, if you paid attention, slowly you noticed everybody went to a child-resistant cap. The industry turned, as a majority, to clear bottles. They had warning labels. Some of them were funny, but all of them got the point across. Hey, look, it's got nicotine in it. Hey, look, it's not safe to drink. Hey, keep it out of reach of children and pets. We did that. Vaping is one of the few industries that has ever self-regulated itself to the extent that we do. From doing clean rooms to safe practices, using only the best ingredients. It's to the point now to where even the small do-it-yourself bathtub juice companies, do-it-yourself, for personal whatever, they're even doing extremely strict standards on themselves. We realize what we do goes to other people. We realize the image we have. A lot of society looks down on us for this right here. My cloud's bigger than yours, man. Bet you can't blow one as big as me, man. But you know what? That's not the majority of the industry. I work hand in hand with my local brick and mortar store. And I cannot tell you how many times I've seen elderly people come in, pick up nothing more than a Joytech AIO, the new Kangaroo Subvod kit, something like that, and then come back in a week later and say, look, I've smoked for 40 years. Thank you. I can't even stand the smell of a cigarette now. That's what we're here for. We're here to help each other. We're here to pull each other up out the mud and get people off the fucking cigarettes. It's killing us. Big tobacco is killing us. I don't care if you smoke Marlboros, Camels, Pall Malls, American Spirit, roll your own Zigzag Bugle, whatever. If someone else puts it in a container before you buy it, there are extra chemicals added to it which are killing us. Because if it would only be tobacco and nicotine, we wouldn't nearly be as addicted as we are now. That's why so many people start vaping and have a hard time sticking with only vaping, because there's something extra in the cigarettes that we don't get from vaping. But the FDA is sitting here trying to shut us down on August 8th. All these people sitting in their fucking asses going, oh, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Get up off your fucking ass. Write an email to your senator. Write an email to your congressman. Call the fucking president. I don't care. Do something. Get a hold of CASA. Donate $10. Donate $5. Because you know what? Every 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 people that donate $1, that's $30,000 CASA can use to fight the FDA. The reason the FDA is shutting us down is because they're getting billions from big tobacco to shut us down because we are hurting their pocket. If we weren't doing something right, they wouldn't be feeling the crunch. Now, instead, lots of small businesses are going out of business because they can't afford to fight this monster. Of course not. You can't fight it one-on-one. But if we all actually pull our collective heads out of each other's asses, put them on our shoulders where they belong, start thinking, get together, quit doing fucking hand checks, and that's all you care about. Get together with someone who actually cares. Go to CASA's website. I'll put the website in the description. Go to SFATA. Find your local chapter. Find your local brick and mortar. See if there's any way you can help them. Just do something. When you roll over and you give up, and a month from now you can't get your favorite juice, or your mod is illegal, you have no one to blame but yourself if you didn't try. If you at least tried, I'd like to shake your hand. Now, I'm done ranting. I just wanted to point out the shit that the FDA approves. And what they say is unsafe.